and gentlemen, welcome to the Millie Goats, episode 224. I'm your co-host, A.K. J-By, co-host Edge, co-host in the building. Ladies and gentlemen, it is a Sweet 16 week. A lot of days without basketball, a lot of days without sports, but TGL filled the gap there very nicely. It is March 26th. It is National Nougat Day. Speaking of filling, that was a nice little segue.
Is that like nuggets?
Hey, you get some nuggets on this show, dude.
Just wait.
Oh, I can't believe I just did that. That was not intended at all.
I did it before we get to our guest. I did a shoot the other day at a school, and a teacher had a sign that said "Nugs, not drugs," and I was like, "That is the stuff you need instead of dare."
That's right, dude. That's nougat, not Yeah. Well, anyways, nougat, not Ted Nugent, not the singer. Although shout out Stranglehold, one of the greatest songs ever. Shout out my high school baseball coach. That was our walkout song. That's enough about us. Ladies and gentlemen, this time is all about March Madness. We were fortunate enough to see the unfolding, the emergence of an icon before our very eyes if you were watching the Colorado State Rams. There was a young man who had on some of the most glorious, magnificent horns you've ever seen, draped in a nice, what looked like Colorado State football jersey, gracing your presence or gracing your TV screens, not once, but multiple times as the Rams made their run. And we'll ask him about this. But ladies and gentlemen, you saw him on your TV. He's in your hearts right now. It is Mr. Alex Biggs, the Ram man from Colorado State. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the show, Mr. Biggs.
Hey guys, how you doing? I am super appreciative of you guys inviting me on. So I just want to take a second here and thank you guys so much for inviting me on. This really does mean a lot, guys.
No problem. Thanks for being here.
Dude, absolutely.
I'll tell you what, when I didn't see it on TV, I can't remember what I was doing, but AK sent me the picture. And he was like, look at this guy and how he is representing his school. And I thought it was the mascot. I thought they had like a human mascot.
Yeah.
You're the mascot. I'm like, yes, I love that.
Dude, you got to tell us where all this get up. Like, you got the Rams horns on the side of the head. You got the long, luscious locks. You got it looks like an older football jersey on. And you just get blasted on the screen. And I'm sure your phone just went completely nuts. So
yeah, it absolutely did go nuts. Like I think like the funniest thing that was like going on while I was getting all these like texts and Snapchats from all my friends and my family too, is that not only was I getting all that from them, I was also getting these texts from like my co-workers and all these like coaches that were involved with the football program that for my internship with the CSU football program actually. So I think that was like one of the most electric things that initially came out of that.
Dude, that's awesome. That like look at how majestic you look right there. I mean,
the next question is where did you get the horns from?
Honestly, like I just kind of like play into the sometimes play into the joke that kind of like I grow them out naturally, just like have them out naturally, just to play into the bit. But honestly, when I had like two pairs, like my first pair of ram horns, some dude gave me that pair because he kind of like runs like these like this like company that makes like parts of a costume. So he just randomly gave me those for no reason at a Halloween party when I was a kid. And the band broke, unfortunately. Then eventually I got another pair and I got that off of Amazon.com.
Okay.
You're going to have to share the link because obviously the Millie Goats, that would be legit with a Millie Goats hat on the top and a ram horse coming out the side.
Yeah, I'll definitely have to send you guys the link.
Yeah.
That's it, dude. I mean, so have you always been a huge basketball fan? I mean, what's with Colorado State football, those sorts of things? I mean, which you said you've got the internship with the football team.
Mhm.
You a big football guy, big basketball guy, both. I mean, give us which.
Yeah, so basically I'm more of a football guy myself. But I whenever it's like the off season or yeah, like usually during the off season I would go to to Moby Arena for CSU basketball games.
Mm-hmm.
And those things are such a blast. If you're ever out here in Fort Collins, I would recommend go checking them out because the environment out there is absolutely electric.
Yes.
Now
I
you had to
mean-
travel for this game, right? I mean, obviously
Yeah,
the
I
game
did,
wasn't in
yeah.
Fort Collins. So did you go into the game confident? Because Colorado State was a favorite, weren't they? Even though they were the 12 seed?
We were actually favored by 2 over Memphis, but Memphis really did give us a run for our money during that first half, even within the closing minutes of that second half. But we ultimately did win by 8, and I was feeling confident about CSU and how well they were playing, even after like the conference championship, and we were like kind of like rolling off of that. So I was confident that we were gonna take the win, but I wasn't confident. I wasn't confident it was gonna be a blowout like some of our recent games have been. Even though we barely lost to Maryland, but that's another topic for.
That was a heartbreaker.
No, you
Yeah,
got
it
to
was.
tell that because you were there too, right?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Oh, that's March Madness, like the highest of highs, right before everything went to the lowest of lows. I'm sure as a Colorado State fan.
that kind of thing is just like really hurts as like a fan when you're. It's like kind of like when you're driving down for the field in like a football game, and all you need is like a field goal to win it after you get like an onside kick, which is pretty rare on its own. And
well, we talked about that play too a little bit at the end of on our show after the game. Your guy played great defense. You know, it wasn't like it was a slip up and the guy was wide open or anything. Your guy forced a right-handed player to the left, made him travel. Then the guy shot an off-balance fadeaway shot, and I mean it was a good shot. So good defense sometimes gets beat. Sometimes
it was a good shot. I'll give him that, but it is definitely a controversial one, I think.
Oh yeah, he's giving you the travel, dude. J-Bow was on it from the get-go. He said,
yep.
But hey, look, I'm a Bills fan. I understand sometimes the refs get it wrong and it doesn't go your way. I get it.
Yeah, that's how it usually goes sometimes. But my parents are from that like Buffalo area. Shout out to my parents. Actually, love them. I do love them with all my heart.
Absolutely.
Because like I wouldn't be here without them. I love you. I love my family. Shout out to my family, man. Yeah. So they've been Bills fans for like years at this point.
Love that. Go Bills.
Are you a Bills fan or what's your pro team?
My pro team is Green Bay.
Oh, that's right. No, yes. Are you Jordan Love? Are you a love believer? Do you believe in love? Do you believe in
I do believe in love. In love, I trust.
Oh, you're not worried about him? You don't think he's too much? I mean, as you can tell, I'm a 49er fan back here. I don't know if you can see that, but
I kind of saw that when I started watching you guys on or started like watching and listening to you guys on Spotify. Actually,
the real question is do you think Jordan Love is going to go to the Jets in 5 to 10 years once he's done with Green Bay?
He's
honestly, going to follow the whole Brett Favre era, Aaron Rodgers era.
That is a great question, but I want to say yes because like because like as you said, like Brett Favre and Jordan Love, Aaron Rodgers both went to the Jets, but I'm surprised. the fact that the Vikings didn't want Rodgers
Oh my gosh.
kind
that
of
would be so great.
didn't make sense a little bit because they did draft J.J. McCarthy in last year's NFL draft, and McCarthy at this point is probably, I would want to say, still recovering from that ACL tear, but I feel like he should be ready for this upcoming season.
So you're with the football team at Colorado State. So you're like an intern.
Yeah,
there?
I'm a student intern here at
Love that.
Colorado State University for the football program. Yeah.
Nice.
Yes. How long you been doing that?
I've been doing that since the spring semester of my freshman year.
Okay.
How's the team looking this year? You gonna give us a little preview?
Oh baby.
Yeah. I feel like the team is looking pretty solid. But last year we didn't make the Arizona Bowl, which I'm really proud about that. Honestly, I'm relatively confident that we will go back to a bowl game and just eke one out real quick, but before we join the Pac-12 next year.
That's right.
Hey, we're rivals now. With one of my cousin coaches at Utah State. So as far as we're concerned, this makes us rivals now. So
yeah, and Utah State's also going to the Pac-12 as of next year. I forgot about that for a second.
That's what I'm saying, dude.
You're gonna have to get a family divided license plate now.
That's right.
Right. And it's also funny too, because like I've been talking about that with my family actually, because like my younger brother is going to Syracuse University, so I've been vouching to get like a house divided for CSU and Syracuse.
Mm-hmm. That'd be a unique one, dude. You probably don't see a lot of those, but you have to.
Yeah,
do
not
that.
really, no.
And the colors would go good together, orange and green.
Oh yeah, because
really
like our orange out jerseys are really tight since we last updated them. Like they're really nice. I actually have one in my closet.
Yeah, the Colorado State has an orange jersey, right?
Yeah, because that was our original colors back in the day.
You know how I know that?
Yeah.
The NCAA college football game.
There you go.
Yeah, there you go. That'll do it.
Now, you had some competition. I don't know why I had this in my camera roll, right? When I saw you, I was like, Colorado State has some of the most elite headgear as far as fans goes that I've ever seen.
Yeah, I remember you guys posted that on Friday for the when I first made it on TV. I actually do know this guy personally.
What?
Yeah, I do.
I'm not surprised.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah, and he also lives on
horns stick together.
We're actually floor mates in our complex, so we do kind of like run into each other every now and then when we're trying to get to class.
That's awesome, dude. You need to start making yours bigger every time, so that you like.
I don't know, that headwear looks really heavy. Like he's not turning his head quick.
Yeah, it really does.
So for those you can, we've got another set of headgear. Those of you listening and not watching, we've got Biggs's. Now, have you come up with a name for your this particular photo? I mean, this is you hang this in the Louvre.
Yeah, the Louvre in France.
Yeah, yes, that.
Yeah,
you'll know that I'm not very good with geography. You'll learn that. If you
yeah, it's okay. We really don't need to know, considering how big our country is, right?
He doesn't know where state, and we had to tell him where Colorado was.
You put up a map. I'm. There's a lot of things I'm good at, dude. Geography, math, not those things.
Yeah, I get that. That's understandable. But yeah, I do have a name. I do have a name for this. For like the entire look, even with like all the options I have for the look to kind of like pair with the horns.
Yep.
I call it Old Man Aggie, just kind of like to tie in like the kind of like the local like Fort Collins community with the school a little bit, just kind of like because I inspire it the old Aggie Jaeger that's brewed by New Belgium, and it's like a local brew in Fort Collins, and like, and also kind of like works for me as well
Nice.
because like I'm the oldest of three
there you go.
siblings. So,
Love that.
and like
That's clever.
every time like I get like I see him like accomplish like such a great thing like graduating high school or something like that, it just kind of like I just get hit with like a massive gut punch that to kind of like recognize how old I feel at times, you know.
Hey man, we can
It doesn't get any better. I can tell you that.
Yeah, it's just gonna continue to make me feel old every now and then, you know.
I saw that there was the Rambassador. I saw I would like to throw a hat into the ring. I like the Big's Horn Ram.
Oh, that's a good one. I didn't hear that. I didn't hear that one though. I've heard names like I did hear the Rambassador one. I've also heard Ram Man, Colorado Faithful, the Ramhead that you guys talked about after the conclusion of day 2 of the round of 64.
There you go, buddy. You got a fan here. I like the Big's Horn Ram. There you go.
I'm just trying to.
That's my dad, all right. Shout out to my dad.
Let's
go.
There you go, Big's Horn Ram. I think that we'll throw that in there. What were you gonna say, J-Van?
I'm just trying to picture him and the other guy at a game beside each other.
Oh, that would be that honestly would be a top tier duo, honestly.
Yeah, I agree.
That has to happen at the next basketball game, dude. That absolutely has. So all right. Now that are you pulling for anybody now that Colorado State's out? Do you have to pull for the Turtles in Maryland? Because like if you have as a fan, right? We're all fans here.
Yeah.
If you lose in a tournament, you then have to want the team that beat you to go all the way so that you can obviously say we lost to the champs. We didn't have we played the champs to the last second. We were the second best team technically if you look at how well we played. Is there anybody you're rooting for in the Sweet 16?
Yeah, I would want to say Maryland is definitely up there for me in terms of like how good how solid their team looks. They did like really give us some really good competition from the round of 32. Like not to say that like I wouldn't root for them because that's just like not kind of like the person that I try to present myself as like. I'm a person that's just kind of like just here to support my school and
love it.
Just like just loves to rep the color my school colors the best I can. But I do think that
SEC. Don't root for the SEC.
I do think that Maryland has a pretty solid chance, though. I'm not gonna lie.
But I mean, they got with that kind of magic on their side. It's hard to root against them.
Exactly.
Well, that was the first. I'm sure everybody's heard it. That was the first last second shot that they won by. They've lost like 5 games by last second shot. That was the first one that actually went their way. Unfortunately for Colorado State.
Yeah, I did not hear that that like stat line, honestly, because like I really haven't like had a chance to look at what Maryland played during the regular season, because like it was like such a turnaround for me, because like when I first went to the round of 64 against Memphis, my dad and I were actually just in town just to watch that game, like knowing like, hey, they might lose, like we might. It was just gonna be like it was like a planned day trip, that kind of thing. So
sure.
So when as soon as we entered the airport just to catch a flight back to Colorado, you're like, and my dad was like, do you want to come back to Seattle to see round 2? Initially, that caught me off guard a little bit, just like because it literally came out of nowhere. Then by the time we got through security in the airport, like I was like, yeah, let's do it. And
Yeah.
then I went with like a close family friend of mine to to that game, and we've been neighbors for about 10 years, like 10 years plus.
Dude, you
So
got to go to stuff like that. You have to.
Yeah.
Whenever somebody's like, "Do you want to go to the?" Yes, absolutely.
Yeah,
J-Bot-
exactly.
Like J-Bot and I have been to. He was like, "Do you want to go to the Final Four with me and my dad one time?" I was like, "Absolutely, I'll go. When are we leaving?" So
Yeah,
one of the coolest things.
it was something, it was that kind of thing actually.
You have to do stuff like that, dude.
Yeah, especially
Mhm.
when your team makes it to the tournament, or so. Like we all went to App State. App State never
Mhm.
makes it to the tournament, but by golly, if they make it to the college football
Oh, buddy.
playoffs, we will be there, and you should
We're
be. I
there.
mean, the group of 5 guys got to stick together, right? I mean, I know
Yeah, absolutely.
Colorado State's leaving us and going. They're trying to make Power 5 again, but
all right.
we're still group of 5. We're a group of 5 at heart. We got to stick
Yeah,
together.
yep. Never forget the roots.
Never, dude. Hey, man. Really appreciate you coming on and telling your story about the headgear, the viral moment, the just again a cool. This is what March Madness is all about. This is
Yeah,
what
no,
college, like that's what it's all about. Sports, being
yeah,
a fan,
absolutely.
like, rep your team.
Yeah, absolutely. I really do appreciate you guys having me on the show. It really does mean a lot to me just to kind of like get recognized for my school spirit, because like my spirit honestly is the one that never dies. So I
Love that.
truthfully really do thank you guys so much for having me on. It does really mean a lot to me, and yeah, that's all I have to say about that.
Absolutely, buddy.
But like, thank you so much for having me, guys. I really appreciate it.
No, thank you for coming on, man. Like this again.
Live it up,
we started
brother. I mean,
yeah, I mean we started this show.
take your victory lap. You earned it. Let them football guys know that you're the most famous guy on the football team right now. So
Yeah.
tell them to use that
will
as
do.
motivation to get some wins, make it to a bowl game. I mean, let's go Rams. What's the chant?
Yeah,
What's
go
the
Rams.
chant?
Yeah,
Go
you totally
Rams.
got to take it whenever you can. And shout out to my family. Because they are a huge part of who I am. I wouldn't be anywhere without him. And shout out to the football team, the football guys too, because
Yes.
we have a lot of good times together in the office,
dude.
and just kind of like conversations and stuff. Yeah,
There's nothing like the football locker room, dude.
absolutely.
Nothing. We all played college, we played college football there, and we like being in the locker room is one of the best things, man. Like,
yeah, absolutely. And
that's the stuff you miss the most.
Yeah, absolutely. I played football for 5 years, and
Heck
and
yeah,
to this
dude.
day, I still miss like being with the locker room with like my brothers, dude.
Nothing like it, man.
Yeah, nothing like that. Nothing. It doesn't hit the same.
Nope.
Hey, but doing stuff like this, you know it's still in there. You know it's still in there, dude.
Oh yeah.
Yep.
You can't take it out of you.
Yep. The football player could leave the team, but the team can't. But the team doesn't leave the player. You know.
Preach
Right.
it, dude.
That's what we always say. You can take the man off the mountain, but you can't take the mountain out of the man.
That's right, baby.
Yeah, exactly.
Right.
Exactly. It's that philosophy, actually.
Love it. Well, Big's Horn Ram, thank you. Thank you for being on here. Thank you for doing what you did.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah,
Have a good.
you guys rock. Thank you so much for having me, guys. You guys are the best.
Thanks for coming on for dinner time for you. So
yeah, man.
Yeah, no, I'm happy to do it. You know, it's I appreciate it. Thank you guys so much for having me. It really does mean a lot, guys. You guys are the best.
Enjoy.
Go get some grub, and we'll talk soon.
Yeah, I'll talk soon. Have a great evening, boys.
See you too, buddy. See you, Rams, man. Oh, that was great.
That was awesome.
Love it. The Big's Horn Ram, I was keeping that one in the chamber because I was like, I think okay, we got to get him. We got to get him with the nickname.
I love the school spirit,
dude.
Like, it's your team, man. It doesn't it doesn't matter what level they are. Cheer for your team.
It doesn't matter. Like, honestly,
and I love that.
Honestly, no matter what, like having that type of guts to put on ram horns and go to the game and then be like, dude, I love this school. And that's how we're fans just as much as we played. We're fans. We used to put on wigs and go to the bar and watch our teams lose by 30 every weekend.
It's true.
We get it, dude. So you should be recognized everywhere for that.
Yeah.
I love
agree.
it. But all right, let's salute some. What were we about to say?
I'll be right back. If I don't get the clothes in the dryer, my wife is gonna kill me. She's texting me.
Hey,
like
while you
4
do
times.
that, we're gonna salute. We're gonna
Let go.
Let's go, dude. Go get the clothes in the dryer. I'm gonna hit this. Salute your sports. Edge. Shh.
Shh.
Everybody. Shh. Shh. Salute your sports. All right, here we go. We got a couple of different things to do. The water cooler debate is on hold for now, but we are going to debate. We have the results of another poll that we have put up regarding.
No, not you can't pull that out yet. You got to wait for J-Bot to come back for that.
Oh yeah, I'm not doing it now. I'm just going
Okay.
over what we got the Houston Opens coming up. We got golfers to talk for that. We got How Dare Yous. We got some other news and sports, but the Salute Your Sports docket is as follows. We've got the Sweet 16. Here are some fun facts that we will present to you that you may have seen, you may not have seen, or heard, or not have heard. We got Russell Wilson to the Giants.
Dude. And he said, he made a statement. He said, I expect to be the starter.
Oh my gosh, dude.
You
I
think?
we'll get to it in a minute, but there's things that I need. And then the NFL has new sponsors, and we got another topic that somebody submitted that they wanted our comment.
Oh, no.
What?
No, go ahead. I'm watching the Blackhawks right now. Go ahead.
Oh, okay. Well, they stink, so it doesn't matter. Shout out Pat Maroon for retiring. He's going to be done after this year. Anyways, here we go. Let's get into this Sweet 16 stuff. Here it is, ladies and gentlemen. This is straight from the bracket. We've got in the East Duke, Arizona, Alabama, BYU, and that just spells day.
Yeah.
Day. They play Jason Day. In the West, we have Florida, Maryland, Texas Tech, Arkansas. In the Midwest, we have Houston versus Purdue. We have Tennessee versus Kentucky, SEC battle. Then we've got Auburn, or in the South, we've got Auburn versus Michigan. And we've got Michigan State versus Ole Miss. The potential of a Michigan State, Michigan regional final to get to the Final Four. If you had to pick, let's just say you had, okay, I'm going to go to a bar in one of these regions with these schools. Which region would you pick? Which region would you pick?
Edge is the bar guy.
So, like, I'm assuming you're talking about home, right? Like,
I'm just saying, hey,
if I go to Florida, I'm going to go to Gainesville, kind of thing, instead of.
Well, no. Say you got 4 schools here. Power rank them on which bars and where you'd want to go drink beers with.
Arizona is a great place. It's great.
But does that make up for Duke, though?
Yeah.
You got to pick them as a whole.
Well, I mean,
I mean,
I
the
would
top
say
one, I'd go
Arizona.
Arizona, Alabama, Duke, BYU. I don't even think you can drink at BYU.
Which region would you pick to go to? Like, you got free tickets to fly.
Oh, so you're saying like everybody's there watching the
East.
game.
You can either pick the East, the
Yeah,
West.
see, I don't know if I could do that, but I would follow J-Bot's lead and be like Arizona in the East. Let me go down to Gainesville in the West. The Midwest, probably Tennessee. And the South, go to Auburn.
That's not at all what I meant. I mean, you got to pick 4.
Well, you give a terrible description. Like, absolutely.
Well,
you said,
if
what
I'm
bar would you go
picking-
to?
pick a region.
If
where
I'm
you go
picking, look,
which region are you going to?
I feel like I have an advantage of this because I've gone to a lot of the bars at a lot of these schools, and I'm gonna go with the South. The South is the best region.
How much does Ole Miss calculate into that?
A lot, and Auburn and Ann Arbor. I mean, I haven't been to Lansing, but I've been to 3 of the 4 of those schools, and they're all pretty legit.
All right, so out of the South, who would win against Auburn and Ole Miss? And
Ole Miss for sure.
Yeah,
dude, you always been an Ole Miss.
I've been an Ole Miss and an Arkansas fan.
Shout out to Edge for what did you point out? The practice facility.
Yeah, sponsored by Realtree.
Yeah.
So you could only get away with that.
in
I'm
Mississippi.
probably. Let's see.
Son of a bitch.
Let's see. I don't know, man. I feel like the West would be a lot of fun. I feel like the fishing would be really good in the West because you got Florida, Maryland, Texas Tech. I'm not really sure. See,
Texas Tech's
regionally,
in
I
the
don't
middle
know.
of Texas.
Yeah,
Okay.
you're gonna go in a pond.
Florida and
Fayetteville's
Maryland
la-
would be good for like fishing.
Florida's not on the sea. You know that, right?
Yes,
Like
I
they're
know
not
that.
on the coast. They're
But
inland.
it's like it's
Florida.
a short drive. Who would win if you had a football? Let's do this. Football. These 4 teams, each in a football bracket. Where would they finish?
That changes everything, though.
I know. You'd have to put. Damn, I don't know. That's tough.
I would pick BYU to win the East.
In football?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think they could clip Bama and they would beat the other 2 teams handily.
Okay. And then in the West, who would win? I'd say Texas Tech. Yeah.
Yeah.
They got all
Yeah.
that NIL money. They got a dude who just sold his oil company for like billions of dollars. They're about to be rolling in it, buddy.
Midwest would be
Pat Mahomes.
Tennessee.
Yeah, Tennessee in the Midwest.
South. Ooh. I mean, a lot of people are going to say
Ole
Michigan.
Miss.
Yeah. Are you? Is that inside?
Ole Miss was top 12 last year.
Yeah, but is that
They
like,
lost their
this is
quarterback.
hot off the press though? Did you observe something in practice? It's like, hey, what's going on?
No, I didn't. I didn't observe anything in practice. They do though. Their SID was telling me they have 4 total returning starters out of 22.
Yeah, they're not.
Jeez.
Who the Oregon State coaches at Michigan State, the old Oregon State. So I'd be watching them. I don't know who would win this division. Like if this was a division, I don't know. That'd be a great question. Who would win each division football wise? That's what we need to do. Anyways, I don't know. So that's the teams. Here's their retro logos. Which one would you? Here's the retro logos. Which retro logo is the best?
I'm gonna go ahead and say right off the top, it's Auburn because they stole it from Clemson.
Oh, they stole their whole town from Clemson.
Stop it.
It looks like
It's literally
Auburn
Clemson in Alabama. That's all it is.
yeah, it's Clemson without the lakes, is what it is.
Yeah, I'm telling you, like you look at it, it's identical farm school, land grant school, like it's literally Clemson, Alabama, without lakes. There you go.
Who is this Yosemite Sam looking joker up
That's
here?
Ole Miss.
Ole Miss.
Is that Ole
Rebel.
Miss?
Yeah.
Yeah, I like that
He
one.
looks like a pimp, dude. He looks like a rebel.
KFC pimping it, boy.
Look at that. That's what I'm saying. I like
Uh,
that. I remember that old Kentucky one, dude.
Yeah, I remember that too.
I got to go with Ole Miss.
Who's the
logo
one
there.
between Michigan and
That's Duke.
oh,
Freaking flame
that's
on,
actually
dude.
kind of cool.
Fantastic Four.
looks like
I like the flame.
Batman over there.
I like
love
the
how
flame
Maryland is just
behind
the
it.
Same. Maryland's
Yeah.
just the same. Oh my gosh, dude, Purdue. That looks like Tex. Short arms, barrel chest, doesn't squat. Dude, look at that. The face right there at Michigan State looks like Kilgore doing the face.
Yeah, it does look like Kilgore.
Oh, all right. So this I forgot why I even put this in there. They were all yelling about. So all the shows are talking about the NIL, because there's the Cinderella team so far in the Sweet 16 is the Arkansas Razorbacks with Coach Cal out of the SEC, and it's like that's dumb. And now everybody who's pandering to all the big schools and Fox has a deal with what Colin Cowherd is. This is BS, dude. The NIL is not great for college basketball. I'm sorry. And I will argue, everybody's like, well, look at the numbers. It was up 9.3 million viewers, averaging this and that. I'm like, just because people were watching it doesn't mean it was entertaining or good. It doesn't mean that. I'm sorry. This whole thing where NIL, people think it's good is going to be terrible. It's basically rendering
the numbers are up because betting's legal in more states now.
100. Yes.
That's
I remember
a very
March
good
Madness
point.
last year, dude. There wasn't a game I didn't have something on. All those bonus bets. I mean, they opened it right before March Madness. You
Yeah.
had bonus bets out the wazoo. So they sit here and they're like, "Oh, nobody cares." And I got another graphic that shows you here in a minute, but this is it's stupid. It's not great. Like it's going to ruin the Cinderella stories because
Well,
they're
that's
not
why
gonna
it's
be-
great for them because they'll get more viewers, which means more money. So
right.
I mean,
Fox has the Big Ten.
Like, yeah, it's great for that, but I'm with you.
So-
I like a good deep run by 10+ seed.
Yeah. I mean, but they're not going to get that because, I mean, even the Norfolk State coach said, oh, we're basically a glorified JUCO right now. Like,
Yeah.
they
Yeah.
come here for a year or two, and then somebody flashes some money, and then see you later. Like,
That's
you
true.
develop them, recruit them, do all the hard work, and then gone.
Dude,
So it's
speaking of
garbage.
NIL too, man, it's like the player parking lots don't look like how they used to look when we played. There's
Dude, no.
there's no 1998 Ford Explorers,
You won't
a
see no
Honda
Honda
Civic,
Civics in there.
a Honda Civic that
It's all over it,
the
dude.
windows rattle. There's no old beat up trucks. There's no Saturns. I mean, it's a Mercedes, Escalade, Corvette, Tesla,
Ferrari.
BMW. Like, it's nice people cars.
Mm. We're gonna
So,
have. I don't know.
so
dude.
no Ram where the windshield wipers don't work in the middle of a snowstorm.
No,
Oh my gosh,
doesn't shut
dude.
off. Their cars aren't
Good
shutting
Lord.
off on them when they're going down King Street over 35.
Dude. Big Horn Ram, Alex Kristoff. Hey, pleasure for you to be with us, man. That was great. Salute to
Yeah.
you, buddy. But yeah, the whole NIL thing is stupid, and the fact that people get on here and they're like, it's great for college. No, it's not, dude. I don't tune in to March Madness when there's no madness. It just call it March games if you're gonna get rid of the madness. Like you're gonna concentrate all the talent at the top. And now I'm kind of rooting for Purdue, and I'll show you why here in a minute. But it's the death of mid-major Cinderella runs. But what it's boiled down to is these people that run all these conferences and run the big networks, they know what they're doing.
Yeah,
Right? They know exactly what they're doing. They
1,000%.
they know that, oh, hey, FAU is an absolute powerhouse. San Diego State, they're all going to the national title, right? Like, that's not good for our conferences. Oh, we're going to legalize paying players. So now FAU can't do that. They lost 3 of their best players are playing on Sweet 16 teams now from a year or two ago.
Yeah.
Like, so they knew exactly what they were doing when they let this thing up. I did a whole presentation on this. 14% was the winning percentage for college football back in the day, around 2014 to 17 for Group of 5 schools. Now it's up to 54% Group of 5 versus Power 5. You don't think if I know that, they know that.
Oh yeah,
I know
they've
that.
known that. They
So
knew it when it was at 25% and 30%.
And that's why they said, oh, you can pay players now because FAU, San Diego State, they're the ones making the runs in the tournament. Freaking Loyola Chicago. And so they said, oh, we just got to let our big schools pay all these guys and just let them play so we can keep all this. I'm not an idiot, dude. We're not idiots. All right. Here's the reason why this is
watch
important.
though.
Oh, yeah. I mean, well, the only betting, right?
Yeah.
Where every Sweet 16 starting 5 began playing college basketball. If I had known Purdue had all 5 of their starters from where they started, dude, and I'm the biggest Purdue hater on the planet.
Yeah.
I'm not shocked at all that they might make. I bet Purdue. Bet Purdue right now.
Michigan State too.
Yeah. So you've got on this, Auburn has one player that's been there of their starting 5. The other starting 4 transfers. Michigan has none. No players that have been at Michigan. 0 for 5. Ole Miss has a St. Peter's guy, and 1 for 5 on their starting players been there. Michigan State, 4 out of 5 have been there. Florida, 1 guy.
1. And an FAU guy.
1, yep, and then an FAU guy. Maryland has 2 guys, and then 3 transfers in their starting 5. 1 for 5 for Texas Tech. 1 for 5 for Arkansas. 4 out of 5 for Duke. Okay. Arizona, none.
0.
0 for 5. BYU, 3 for 5. Alabama, 1 for 5. Houston, 3 for 5. Purdue, 5 for 5, which is awesome. Kentucky, none. Tennessee, 2 for 5. So you look at that and you're like, well, no, where was this before the tournament started, dude? There's no way.
Well, if you didn't spend so much time trying to figure out which ones were birds or, unique or whatever, you probably would have been able to look it up and find it. But
Yeah,
you went on a
probably-
rabbit hole of, well, this has got an elephant, and an elephant hadn't won in 7 years. So don't bet Alabama. Instead, you should just look at the players.
I didn't know that Purdue was.
I
5
bet
and 5.
Purdue's like 4 seniors, 1 junior.
I might
Like,
bet Purdue to win it. Like seeing this, who do they
don't
play?
do that
Houston?
to them. Don't do that to them.
Yeah, you're right. You're right. I can't do that to them. They play Houston, don't they?
It would be great, though, if Purdue didn't win it, because now the whole controversy comes to basketball with NIL saying, you could pay whoever you want to, but if you pay them a lot
Oh,
of
I
money, you
love
don't
that.
win, then it ain't shit. And then they raise their players and, develop them. And next thing you know, they're winning a championship. That's going to have a lot of people start scratching their heads.
I mean,
It'll all circle back.
You're right.
Yeah, I agree with that too. I think another, 4 or 5 years down the road, you're going to see a lot of people just officially come to the school and not be bouncing around as much, because they're going to be wanting a championship and not just getting paid millions and millions of dollars, because they're already going to get the bags when they go there.
You hope
Yeah.
that's what that happens. Now, this is from Cobra Stats. This is 2019 in the Sweet 16. 13 of the 16 teams with one or fewer transfers. A lot less alpha. Like literally, every Duke had all of them. Virginia Tech, LSU, all but one. Michigan State. Like this was before everything happened. Like
Yeah.
this is crazy.
That's
So-
when you had to sit out a year.
Yes. So, but anyways, I just thought those stats were fun. And if Duke and Houston and Florida and Auburn win their Sweet 16 games, and Tennessee, Alabama, Michigan State, and Texas Tech win their Sweet 16, it'll be the first time ever that the top 8 teams in KenPom will be the 8 teams represented in the Elite 8. That would be the greatest Elite 8 of all time, bar none, history books.
Wow.
I don't know what KenPom is, but everybody uses it. Anybody know what KenPom is?
No.
I guess we're witnessing history. They always find a new way to. So who do we need? Duke, Houston, Florida, Auburn. Those are all the ones.
Pomeroy. What was a Pomeroy rating?
I thought that was like a berry that was covered in chocolate. Pomegranates, Brookstone. Those things were delicious. Let's not kid ourselves, boys. Tennessee, Alabama, Michigan State, and Texas Tech. So yeah, top 8 in KenPom still alive. Here's the Kentucky. Here's the Sweet 16 appearances by history. A simple graph. Kentucky out by a mile. Then it's UCLA, UNC, Duke, and Kansas, and then everybody else is kind of concentrated around 20. Any thoughts on the Sweet 16?
I don't know. I didn't watch a ton of the games on Saturday and Sundays. It's like, I don't know.
Here's your stat, dude. The no team west of Texas has won March Madness since '97.
Wait, west of Texas or west of Mississippi is what we said, right?
No, west of Texas.
Okay.
Arizona and BYU are the only 2 left.
Ain't looking good. Good.
I don't know. Well, BYU's got they still have a lot of players that remain on their team.
Ain't looking good.
I love those teams that like Purdue. Like it means something to play together like that. They played for a natty last year. All those guys, like that means a lot. So, wait, is this your thing? The first time the Sweet 16, 4 conferences, all that stuff. Is that your how dare you?
Yeah, pretty much.
Okay, I won't go.
But it's how they worded it.
Oh, okay. So, anyways, all right, we got to do some predictions. That's why we're on this show, to do predictions.
We already did our football prediction.
Oh, yeah, we did. You're right. I love that says day on the first line. That just cracks me up.
Day.
I think it's day. Duke, BYU. How funny would that Elite 8 be? That'd be a good Elite 8.
That would be a good one day.
We need Maryland, boys. I need Maryland. I have them in my Final Four. That would be the one that knocks me up. That won't get me to the top. That will get me to the tippy. And then Texas Tech, too, I think. I think I had Texas Tech, Maryland. Do I know ball?
You picked all the top seeds. Coward. You like
No,
Dylon.
Sounds like Dylon.
No, I had Purdue losing in the first round.
What an idiot! You just said now
I
you're
had
a
Michigan-
Purdue fan because you realize they're all seniors.
Dude,
and
if
juniors.
I'm telling you right now, I always want to know what the senior is. Who comes out of the regions? Tell me right now.
You know, you could literally like look
Duke.
up each school's roster and say, "Oh, this guy's a senior. Oh, this guy's a senior."
But where have they been? What have you done for me lately? So you said Duke.
Texas Tech.
Okay, I like that.
The next
Tennessee.
question is, "Oh, you went Tennessee over Purdue?"
Tennessee?
Yeah.
Because he's an SEC guy. He's an SEC.
And
guy.
Auburn.
Barnes, dude, he sucks in the tournament.
And Auburn.
Duke, Texas Tech, Tennessee, Auburn.
I think that the West, like the Midwest right now, I know Kentucky hasn't always been this way, but recently, none of those teams want to win in the tournament. They all get knocked out early and often. So it's like, who's going to actually want to win the Midwest?
Oh, and freaking Houston, the number 1 seed. They have to travel 1,000 miles. Purdue has to travel 70 because it's in Indianapolis.
Yeah.
It's in Indiana. It's
saw
outrageous.
that.
So, I don't know. I think it's going to be Duke, Maryland, Purdue, and I want to say I have Ole Miss going a ways. I think I got Auburn going to the Final Four. I need Duke, Maryland, Auburn, and I'll take Purdue just so that the theory holds true. Edge, any thoughts before we move on?
Nope. Let's go.
All right. Okay. Here we go to the NFL, ladies and gentlemen. 2 big signings. The New York Giants and Russell Wilson have reached an agreement on a 1-year deal worth up to $21 million, including $10.5 million guaranteed. That's from Adam Schefter. Initial thoughts, Edge.
The Giants have always been, and I feel like always will be, an absolute dumpster fire.
Yeah.
Like,
Yes.
what thought process? I don't know. I can't even figure it out, honestly. Like, I don't even know. I would rather have the what was that?
DeVito.
Yeah, the Italian. He's sitting there slinging the ball, and just keep your budget low and just start rebuilding it. You know, rebuilding it. Give me the offensive line. Give me the Hogs. Give me the D line. Let's fix it from the ground.
Hey,
The
whoa,
gabagoo.
buddy.
And
Oh,
have the boys
whoa.
over at Mama's basement. You know, eating
Hey.
the ravioli and
Whoa. Come on.
Look, here's my initial first thought when I saw that they signed Russell Wilson days after they signed Jameis Winston. Can you imagine the first game, the prayer off that's going to happen?
Oh, dude, I didn't even think of that.
They're
So
going to
Friday-
go back and forth. And one's going to be like, amen. He's going like, amen. They're just going to like keep
it's
going.
gonna be who gets the last word.
Right.
That's what it is.
Yeah.
I thought
The
the
last
same.
spoken word.
Who's going to be in the huddle? Like, they might have both of them out there in the huddle, just like trying to break it down before the game. Like, are you kidding me? I want mics everywhere around there. Like, give it to me.
I didn't even think about this, and I'm jealous that I didn't think about it.
You
'cause
didn't.
that's
That was my first thought. Was like,
Yes.
I need a camera right there. I need a mic between, because I don't know who's. I wouldn't say prayer off. I was thinking motivational speech, like Saturday night team meal before the game. Be like, hey, they don't got dogs like us. They don't got dogs like us over there in the locker room. We got dogs. We've been starving for months. And then Jameis
Eat
Winston
that
jumps
W.
in.
Yeah.
He's like, y'all thought I left it? I packed it from home, baby. I keep one to go. And then Russell Wilson's like, that's right, baby, to go. We only go one place, and that's up. And Jameis Winston goes back and he goes, that's right. I'll give you one too, Russ. W. We'll just like this, turn that W upside down, New York Giants.
What if
Like-
Russ slips up during this motivational speech and say something like, let's ride? Oh wait,
my
wrong team.
He can't say it. What's he gonna say? I think Darius Slayton said, let's ride. It's like, no, you can't. What does a giant do?
Slay. Let's slay.
lose.
Let's
He needs.
slay.
You know what he needs to do is bring Mr. Unlimited back.
Oh, dude. He's in
Could you
shambles, too.
imagine Mr. Unlimited and a guy that asked on air to be deliver interceptions?
Oh
I
god.
mean,
Dude,
I just need
what
to
are
see
they?
it.
2-quarter, like, so they got Russ, who used to throw the ball deep, but apparently never wants to throw the ball anywhere now. And Jameis Winston, who can't stop throwing pick sixes. I don't know. I don't like. They're in the NFC East, so
What did Jameis sign a 1-year deal?
yeah.
Yeah.
So did
I
Russell.
honestly think they just forgot that they signed Jameis Winston, and they're all like like we've seen their stupid hard knocks with Saquon, but like, yeah, we don't need this guy. You know, like we'll
Yeah.
just get rid of him.
Yeah.
We
Let's
can't.
pay Daniel
He's-
Jones.
Yeah,
and
let's
then
pay
cut
Daniel
him.
Jones. You can't do it with a running back. And I'm 100% convinced that the Giants just forgot they signed Jameis Winston and they went
I mean,
out.
it was
and
like
got Russell
days
Wilson.
after, and Jameis Winston wasn't signed for, starting QB money, but I don't feel like he's gonna just go somewhere knowingly be the backup. He had to go somewhere thinking he was gonna compete with DeVito or a rookie for a starting job.
What, dude? What are you talking about? He knows he's going to be the backup. He went to New Orleans thinking he was going to be a backup.
Oh no, he got hurt and then got usurped by when they traded for Carr because they didn't know if his ribs or his back or something were going to be messed up. Let's call this what it is. Russell Wilson is living in New York because Sierra wants to live in New York.
Yeah,
Russell Wilson has not been the same since he married her. Period. And I will live and stand by that.
The
forever.
marriage jinx? Is that what you're talking
It
about?
is.
Marriage jinx?
yep.
Dude, she probably married this dude and said, you need to work on your brand. And turns out Russell Wilson was way better when we didn't know that much about him because we're like, this
That
guy
is true.
is making football-shaped roles, which are great, but I don't know. Weird. And then, so Aaron Rodgers, where's he going to go? I heard a hot take. This is a piping hot take. I cannot remember where I heard it from. So Aaron Rodgers had that 6-hour meeting on the Friday of March Madness, like a complete psycho, and ruined everybody's March Madness Fridays, 32 games. But Pat McAfee's doing that show in Pittsburgh.
No way.
I heard
No
that
way.
he's going to come on the Pat McAfee show at the Igloo in Pittsburgh and announce that he's coming to the Steelers.
Oh my
When?
gosh.
I think it's in a few weeks. I think it's going to happen.
Get Mr. CEO Stats on the phone and say, "Are you ready for Aaron Rodgers?" And I just can't wait to see his reaction if they do sign him.
Dude, I'm telling you, wouldn't that be hilarious? And then they boo him off the stage because a lot of people don't want him in Pittsburgh. From what I've been told.
Yeah.
There you go, J-Vi. Here's your guy. Stephon Diggs, 3 years, $69 million, including a $26 million guarantee to the Pats.
I can't believe that they are paying him that much money after an ACL tear.
Dude, I don't get it. Everybody's like, oh, he's going to do what he did for Josh Allen to Drake May.
No, he's not.
Drake
the
May
Bills-
is not Josh Allen. I'm sorry.
He's not. And the Bills had an offensive line.
This was 5 years ago, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Like 4 or 5 years ago? Like Stephon Diggs coming off an ACL tear is not the same Stephon Diggs that was with Josh Allen like 4 or 5 years ago.
No.
Sorry. Tex, where are your pit vipers, dude? Show us your pits.
Oh. Maybe we get him.
Dude.
I'll get him here in a minute.
Okay. What do you think? Russell Wilson to the Giants, Stephon Diggs to the Patriots. Does this make the Patriots the favorite in the East?
I think that sucks for Jameis.
Mm.
And I think that good job, Stephon Diggs' agent, for getting him paid. Good job.
Facts.
I think that Stephon Diggs will be an immediate 1 or 2 for the Patriots, though.
Oh, he's there
Do you
one
think-
for sure.
Do you think this was a mental move to get at the Buffalo Bills?
No, I think it was a move by the Houston Texans to get Stephon Diggs out of there.
Well, he's a free agent.
I know. I don't think they wanted him.
No,
Tex, I
wanted
can't take
out.
you seriously without your shades on.
Yeah.
All right, let me go get him.
You're creeping us out, dude. Stop it.
Corey Smith eyes.
Anyways, I don't know if this does anything for the Patriots.
Not at all. They're still terrible, dude.
Look, it
Mike-
gives him somebody to throw it to, a quick slant, but the days of Stephon Diggs being a yak guy or catching the ball downfield are over. I mean,
they were
showed
over when he
that
dropped that ball for the Bills whenever Josh
That's
Allen
what I'm
was
saying.
right
He
in
showed
the
that his last season in Buffalo. He didn't. I mean, that wasn't the only one that he dropped like that season. There was a few down the field that he just couldn't quite get his hand on it, or it was like that and he dropped it. Like the days of him catching the ball downfield are done. He's a great route runner. He's going to get wide open in the 5 to 8 yard range. Let's see if Drake May can hit him.
The Patriots were aggressive in free agency, you have to admit.
Yeah, but their coach is Adam Vinatieri. Adam Vinatieri has been good when he had Derrick Henry. Not Vinatieri. Vrabel.
I was like, what?
Vrabel.
Vrabel.
Yeah, Mike Vrabel. I'm in kicker mode.
Disrespect.
Mike
I went
Mike
Stephen A
Vrabel.
on you.
But still, Mike Vrabel. He was good at Tennessee when he had Derrick Henry. The Patriots don't have Derrick Henry.
I love everybody, like everywhere Derrick Henry goes, they win. And everybody's like, wow, what a great coach. It's like, yeah, the great coach decided to just turn around and hand the ball off to the biggest running back we've ever seen over and over.
The biggest
and over
guy
again.
on the field.
Like, that can outrun everybody. You figured that out. Good coaching.
I'd hit him.
Idiot. Yeah, right, dude. Number 3, the NFL has announced that Under Armour has become the league's new official footwear and glove partner.
Ooh. For a brand that was dying, they're bringing it, rejuvenating it by donating all their money to the NFL, saying, please sponsor us.
I don't
Is
know
it
how
dying?
it makes sense.
It pretty much is, yeah. I mean,
Really?
I had stock in Under Armour, and I bought it back in the day, like actually 10 years ago now, and it was at like $16 a share. I'll look it up for you while you're talking about something else to see what it is now.
I just don't know how this makes sense, because I'm sure Under Armour's paying a big amount of money to the NFL for this sponsorship, and I'm sure there's not that many players that wear Under Armour cleats.
Under Armour's at $6 a share now.
What?
Yeah.
Wow, you're an idiot. Why would you invest in that?
Well,
hold on to it.
Did it ever split?
Yeah, it's split into 2 companies, but still, it's
It's split. I was about to make a joke there.
I was talking about the stock itself. Didn't the stock split at some point?
Yeah, it's Under Armour Inc. It's split.
Dude, the logo's split right there in the middle. Turn it sideways.
No, like
UAA
like the stock,
and then
like
UA.
the stock
Yeah,
will
it's split.
the
Yes,
stock will get to a certain. No. You don't understand what I'm saying. The stock.
I know what you
they
mean.
can split
Eric.
the shares.
Yeah,
They can split the shares
yes,
to reduce the price.
yes, it's split.
Okay, that's why the stock price dropped in.
In 2018, it split.
This isn't MSNBC, so let's talk football. I just don't understand this. Like, they're going to expect everybody to wear their stuff, but that's just not who players have deals with.
Yeah, I think personally, having bought both types of gloves, I think the Under Armour's gloves are better than the Nike gloves.
Let's all stop playing with ourselves. The best gloves ever were Cutters, bar none.
And that's to talk about
great Cutters.
Nike not having great gloves. When we played, we had a tight end that would wear Cutter gloves, but his mom would sew the Nike cutout of the Nike, the back hand, to make it look like it was a Nike glove. But he just really disliked the Nike glove. He loved the Cutter gloves.
Yeah. I don't know what it is about their gloves, but their gloves just don't have the same technology as the Under Armour gloves.
I'm an Under Armour fan. I mean, the golf clothes, hoodies, everything is.
Yeah, but when did they?
They're legit.
When did they sign with The Rock? Did The Rock sink their company?
Ooh. Mm,
mean,
I,
when did
I
the
doubt
Rock?
it. I doubt it, dude.
When did the Rock sign with Under Armour?
That's a good
Tom Brady's
question.
Under Armour.
Not anymore, because now he owns Noble, that CrossFit company.
I thought that was the same thing. Don't they have a bull? Wait, that's the Rock has the bull.
Yeah. Let me look it up.
I was always a Gray Cutters guy. The Cutter gloves those things stunk too. You couldn't get those things to rip, even if you wanted to. You remember the ones they made with the grain in the palm before they did the slick ones? I remember those.
2016 is when the Rock.
Oh!
That's when you bought stock, dude.
The stock was at $40 a share then.
And then it
I
went.
was just looking at that.
If you smell, did he rug pull everybody? Holy cow! The Rock.
Wow.
screwed him.
Was he the original Hawk Tua?
Dude, Rock Tua. Are you kidding me? He Rock Tua'd him.
Wow.
Mm.
All right, moving on.
Talk about the rock bottom. Let's go. I could go all night.
Said it.
Just in, Jersey Mike's has officially replaced Subway as the official fast food sponsor of the NFL.
Can we just say this right now? Like, first of all,
Bring back Quiznos. I agree.
bring back Quiznos, 100%. Love you, Mama K. Like, make me Quiznos any day of the week. Let's do this. Second of all, thank God Subway is done. Like that
It's over.
It's terrible. And like I remember at App, the Subways was right there by Flipside.
Oh
yeah.
That place was done too. Like it's terrible. Subway has dropped. It's like the Taco Bell subs, is what I'm gonna say. It's a C-level sub.
Ooh.
Especially now you got let's grade it. Jersey Mike's, Firehouse.
Top tier.
Right?
Also top tier.
Yeah. And then Subway is down at the very bottom. Like I would go to
afterthought.
what's the other one? Which? I'd go to them before I go to Subway.
Jimmy John's.
I would go to Jimmy John's before Subway.
Yeah.
Well, the problem with Subway is they went too cheap on all their ingredients.
Mm-hmm.
And then, do you guys remember a couple years ago the whole tuna incident? Whenever they found out that the canned tuna wasn't really tuna,
No.
gosh.
people couldn't
What
trust
was
them
it?
anymore.
Well, they also didn't trust him when Jared got busted.
Yes, that's what I was thinking.
Yes.
That's when Subway started going downhill. Is when, oh, look at me, I lost 70 pounds or whatever, but I also like kids.
Yeah, also whenever they stopped doing the $5 footlong.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well,
Remember?
that's inflation. I mean, that's another topic. But
Well, be the light.
What about
at each other about doing splits?
I have a question though. Is the NFL on like a breakup tour?
Dude, for real.
A new girlfriend tour because the Chiefs didn't win this year, so they're like, okay, we're done with the Chiefs. Let's show them who we're with now. Under Armour, Jersey Mike's. Hey, who's next? Who's gonna be the team now?
what about the car sponsor or the truck sponsor?
Okay.
Like is Chevy coming back instead of Ram?
I don't know what this means.
Is it going to be Pepsi
hope
or
not.
Coca-Cola?
Hold on. Jersey Mike's sandwich chain is acquired by a private equity firm, Blackstone, for $8 billion.
Oh my gosh, dude!
There it is, dude. There it is. I don't know, but I feel like I've heard Blackstone owns a lot of stuff.
Blackstone owns everything. Yeah, they own real estate, commercial real estate.
The real estate. That's what it is.
Yeah,
They're taking our football.
They're putting all the landlords out of business, basically. Yeah.
I don't know what made me look
Daimler
that
Trucks
up.
North America.
Yeah.
Blackstone.
Yep.
Wait, they own Blackstone owns Daimler?
They bought it. They bought a bunch of stock. Yeah.
They bought them for $8 billion. This was in November of 2024. This was we've been hoodwinked. We've been bamboozled.
That was a big deal. They were on a tour in the plant. That was a big deal.
Dang.
Dude, Blackstone owns Jersey Mike's. Stay woke, everybody.
Yeah, I don't know if I can support it anymore.
I don't really know what all that means, but I just know Blackstone.
You know who Subway doesn't support?
Who?
Blackstone.
Wait, is that true?
I still can't go there. I can't go. It's too terrible.
Subway supports pedophiles, so they're out too.
Yeah.
The grill. Blackstone, dude. I can't believe. I don't know what prompted me to look that up. Danny DeVito. Wow. We're gonna have a lot of Danny DeVito on our screen. I cannot believe that Blackstone owns Jersey Mike's. That's crazy. Unbelievable. Tex, I'm glad you're here because we've been prompted to talk about a couple of different things that I didn't have on the dock. The Browns are negotiating as we speak, quote, with the Dallas Cowboys for a trade with Dak Prescott. The Browns. This was from Bruce Drennan, has major news from @BigPlay. Dude,
Unlimited Pure Leaf is part of the deal.
Dude, where's Pure Leaf made?
Hang on, wait a minute. I'm trying to read that.
What if Blackstone
Browns.
owns Pure Leaf?
Oh my gosh, dude.
But who are they going to trade?
So funny. It's just
Dak. They're going to trade Dak for
Yeah, but for
Deshaun
who?
Watson and a pick.
Your quarterback is drinking tea from Canada? Oh my gosh.
Not anymore. There's tariffs on it.
That son of a gun.
Hey,
Tell him to drink American tea. He's the quarterback for the Dallas Cowboys, supposedly quote unquote America's team, and he's drinking Canadian tea.
wow.
Get your quarterback, dude.
This is just a final nail in the coffin of the Cowboys that they're done already. The season hasn't even started and they're dead. I mean, they're right beside the
Big
Giants. They're dead.
Is this a credible source?
No, nothing I show you is credible, but I just saw
What
it.
are we talking about? It's AK, dude.
I did see this a couple of times, though. I did see that the Browns are negotiating. It has been noise on Twitter. Whether it's real or not, I have no idea. But a trade for Dak Prescott. Why would they? I mean, you'd have a number off between him and Deshaun Watson. He's going to be number 4.
No, Deshaun. They would trade.
No,
Deshaun
Deshaun's
Watson.
going to the Cowboys.
Oh, baby. Okay, the True Leaf headquarters is in Houston, Texas.
True Leaf or Pure Leaf?
Pure Leaf. Oh, what the hell? What is True Leaf?
It's probably
it's not
something.
true. Fake news. Fake news.
Southern Oregon. Okay.
What's next you got?
Oh, sorry. The NFL is moving the kickoff touchback to the 35-yard line as the rules change proposals on the schedule for the owners' meetings next week. Additionally, they are including a proposal to expand replay assist to include picking up a flag if a clear and obvious video evidence exists for face mask, hitting a defenseless player, horse collar, tripping or roughing or running into the kicker. The touchback moved to the 35-yard line.
I don't like that. I don't like that to have.
Go ahead, dude.
To have retrospective calls on face mask or horse collar or all that. So that's like that's so stupid.
That is going to slow the game down so much.
Yeah, that's the thing about it. NFL is usually pretty good about their time.
Like there was
gambling.
There's also one that the owners are going to put out there, and it's probably not going to make it, but reducing or eliminating defensive holding to from an automatic first down to just a yardage penalty.
Thank you.
Which I'd be in favor of, but I don't think it's going to pass. I don't think it's going to pass.
You've been pounding the table for that for years.
10 years at least.
I mean, that makes sense to me. Like that rule makes the most sense to me to have that reduced from an automatic first down. But none of this makes sense to me. This is dumb.
What is the kickoff now though? 30.
I think so.
To 30. Like,
yeah.
Their kickers are still going to kick it out of the back of the end zone.
At a certain point, you got to stop.
It's too much of a gamble with how they have to line up now. It's too much of a gamble to risk it. Just give up the extra 5 yards. I don't know.
I don't get it. There's some sort of metric that says when teams start at the 35, they're probably more likely to go for it on 4th down if they get one first down.
Yeah.
So they're trying to keep they're like, oh, we want to increase. Hey, if a team gets a first down, they're at the 45, 50, they might go for it and keep the plays going. I guarantee you that's what it is.
At what point though are we just going to stop messing with the kickoff and just be like, either get rid of it, and put the ball in the 50, or just go back to where it was, where we can actually hit people again?
I think what they should do is just forget everything and have your kickers out there. See if they can get somebody to just check one up on the one, and wherever it lands, that's where you start from.
Well, that's what it is. Because how many touchbacks were last year? Like versus people running it out.
It can't go out of bounds. It can't go in the end zone. But if you check one up at the 5-yard line, that's where they start. Just make the kicker be more tactical.
Yeah.
Here's the thing they should have done: like, move the kicker back. Put the kicker kicking off at the 20. Leave your guys the same place that they're at. But move the kicker back.
Thank you, Mama K. Yes, I agree. Or have the kicker kick off at the 10.
That's what I'm saying. Like, just move the kicker back. The kicker's got strong legs, and I don't know. I've always been bitter about kickoffs because the 5 years that I was in college are the only 5 years that college kickers had to kick off from the 30. Then they all of a sudden moved it back to the 35 as soon as I graduated. I don't know. I've always had a negative attitude about kickoff.
I used to love kickoffs. Oh my God, that was great.
Freaking just run full speed.
Until I broke my collarbone on one, but it was still beautiful.
It's because you got weak traps.
Not lying.
You didn't wear a cowboy collar.
Oh, I did.
I know you did. Did you roll? Was it roll or like high neck?
No, it was Douglas high neck.
Yes, yeah, it was the neck brace.
But you definitely also wore the shoulder pads 5 sizes too large.
I had oversized, I had oversized shoulder pads with the shock pad underneath it,
Looking like LeVar Arrington out there.
Yeah, Andrew was taking his pads off immediately after the game, but he left his shock pads on so everybody could see.
No, never did that. No.
Like, oh, you're out to eat in your shock pads. Everybody's like, oh, did you
play football?
Sure. Yeah. Theo wants to know if you're bitter because you missed the tackle at JMU. He didn't just miss the tackle.
God, you got hurdled.
I got clipped.
You got clipped, dude.
You got clipped. Right. You got clipped and went viral. That's what happened.
Yeah, dude. I got newspaper clipped.
You're lucky the internet really wasn't a thing back then. You would have been a viral sensation, dude. That would have been played on every single bar stool.
Yep.
Old
if anything,
row.
you were clipping the grass.
I would have made that tackle now. It's the only tackle I missed. Led special teams in tackles one year as the kicker. That was the only tackle I missed.
Nah, dude, I had like 4 tackles one year.
If Hindog would have made a tackle.
Dude, I'll never forget the first time I ran down and hit Hindog square in the solar plexus. Just freaking just ran flat over him. Shout out Hindog because I know you're going to hear that. I know you remember that. He was like, is that how we're going to do this? I was like, let's go, dude.
No ass. The man with no ass.
Let's go. They're great calves, though.
Serious? Oh my God, you're an idiot. Are you kidding me?
There is no water cooler debate, but I did see almost picked up a few bottles for the boys.
What
Is
it
that
before?
Face in the water in the mornings.
So let's talk about this real quick because, now I noticed that this thing is going completely viral and every team is doing it.
I told you I was on it. I was like, this is gonna blow up, and we had to get ahead of it, and we did the other night.
But think about this, right? Like we haven't been that far removed out of COVID, right? Where everybody was like all germophobic and stuff, right? And now you see these players literally walking off the practice field with just like a small half-gallon sized bowl of ice water, and every player is just like, "Oh yeah," and like come on,
miniature pond scum.
Yeah, like what are we doing here? Like, have y'all not learned anything? What are we doing? And then they turn around and run the banana all over her face. I'm like, all right.
There was, I can't remember the percentage, but a significant spike in the sales of this particular water.
Oh yeah, because everybody's taking videos with it now.
What's good about that water?
I don't know. It's sparkling. I guess that's what he rinsed his mouth with and dunked his face in.
Sparkling water.
I told you it was to reset the vagus nerve.
Sparkling water, though, it's just carbonated water, right?
I mean, it's $3 a bottle for this junk, dude. That guy better be. I don't know what he's doing, but
I can't do it with
turn the sink on. Yeah, turn the sink on. What are we doing?
Hey,
well, I can't reset my Vegas with just water out
I
of the
need to
sink.
try
I
this
gotta put the
Vegas nerve
bubbles in
thing. I
it.
haven't done it yet.
You got to try the Vegas nerve reset.
I
dude. Go ahead.
considered doing it at the hotel, and then talked myself out of sticking my face in the hotel sink.
I saw you did the banana peel.
I did feel face.
What's
still
the difference
felt the
though with
same.
taking a cold shower? Is that waking up my Vegas nerve too?
It is. Yeah, that's waking up your Vegas nerve.
Okay.
It basically gets you into a kind of
6 to
reset the
midnight.
parasympathetic and sympathetic. Anyways, and this I just wanted to I came across this picture and I was like, man,
Dude, glorious.
look at this, dude. The
The
perfect Friday
wood
night.
TV. Yes.
1997. You got the bag of 3Ds Doritos. Are you kidding me?
Yes.
Those were the
Surge.
best.
Surge.
Surge. Yes, dude.
Like, come on.
Let's
Mario
go.
Kart N64.
And you got the original Nintendo back there in the background on the right.
Oh yeah, no, that was a Super
No, that's
Nintendo.
a Super
You
Nintendo.
don't know,
Super
you don't know
Nintendo,
console.
yeah.
You don't know console.
You're right. I don't. I had a Sega.
That's the old PlayStation down there below it too. You see, that's PS1.
You know what's crazy? But like you kind of miss all the cords.
Yes.
Like
Yeah.
you remember having to try to untangle cords to
Yeah.
plug the right game console in, get the controllers so you could sit separately.
Dude, the 3D Doritos were the best Doritos they've ever made, hands down. Period.
Is the 3D Doritos the Rebel IPA?
Mm.
The Rebel Pack,
Yes.
greatest. Dude, they had to outlaw the Rebel Pack because people go to the golf course, be like, "Hey, just going to drink some beers with the boys at the golf course," and all the beers are like 17% in the Rebel Pack. Come home.
Dude, Surge was old OG though. Didn't Mellow Yellow or Mountain Dew buy them out?
I think so.
I think so.
Probably Blackstone. Anyways, all right, let's get to the real.
Here we go. All right,
Here we
first
go.
of all,
This
first
is
of all,
It's a runaway.
Okay,
First of
It's a
all,
runaway.
go ahead.
is a total consensus of Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram have
There
all
was a good
confirmed.
turnout for this, dude.
Have all confirmed that not only is this touching, but they're making out.
People said it looked like lips, and I had one guy say, "Shout out, Mr. Moneyline," saying the real crime here is the lack of seasoning everywhere.
And I said that last episode.
Yeah.
But yeah, I said it looked like Squints and Wendy Peppercorn. Like if you use the zoomed in version. I mean, look at the lips on that steak.
Dude,
just
it looks like a carp.
I'll give you one thing, AK. You knew that this was touching, and you still like tried to down a hill saying
It's not. Oh my god!
You still
he
like
keeps
look at you.
changing the argument. Bill's
just
line of
like-
scrimmage. I'm like, dude, the guy is
Yeah.
tackling that chicken.
Yeah,
The steak is that they're playing Oklahoma drill.
It's just like you're failing to realize that the Niners are dumb because it's a marriage jinx
You
and
think
everything
that I'm
else.
going to get up here and
And,
make
and
up?
you're just like,
How long
I'm going
have
to
you known
down
me,
this hill
Ed?
that is not touching, even though it is 100% touching.
You
Is that-
think I'm
is
going to
the-
sit up here and put a picture of here where it was touching just to be an idiot?
Are those-
No.
The steak
you
is
didn't
targeting
notice.
the chicken.
You
For
didn't
sure.
notice.
Targeting.
The
Full
chicken,
crown of the helmet, everything. Targeting
Are
the
the-
chicken.
are the chickens doing the tush push? Like, is that
Dude,
what's
I
going
said
on here?
It looks like
Oh, God.
in your face, dude. It's
Hey.
a nod to the Eagles.
Hey, in all honesty, though, I can't wait for football to get back because we literally spent 4 days talking about the steak and chicken.
It's a
Dude,
controversy.
all right, people who can't between this and my ass getting run over by a shopping cart last I'm on a heater as far as content goes. With the most
Content
controversial
king.
piece of steak and chicken you've ever seen. Anyways, what was I about? For those of you who can't see, we've got a grill with 2 pieces of steak, 3 pieces of chicken, and there's controversy whether the steak and the chicken are touching. This is BS.
It's the blue and black dress, gold white dress.
It is. You're right. B. McCormick's here. And Blue's here. Hey, is this steak touching, boys? Is this steak touching the chicken? It's
Zoom
not.
in.
Survey says it is.
The
We're gonna go
polls,
to
the
survey.
polls
Look at
with
that.
the S,
I
plural,
can't-
plural polls, say it was. I know what
Oh,
you
the
did
East-
with that chicken. You went Italian on that chicken.
Of course I do. The Italian marinade is the best way to do it. Shout out, you're welcome,
Yeah.
Kilgore.
I'm also going to give you another little hint too, there, AK.
What?
Go ahead and invest in some grill grates.
Yes,
it'll change your life.
I have some heat shields there on the.
No. I'm talking about literally grill grates. Like I'll send you the link after the show. It's the best thing ever.
Oh, these?
Yeah, but go ahead. I'll show it to you later.
62% said they were touching. So valiant effort for the nose, though. A shout out to Gridiron Uncensored, who came in hot right out of the gate, and I thought we were about to just absolutely curse.
Yeah, you took your victory lap too early.
Well, you have. That's what you have to do, Edge.
I set them straight.
You have to take your victory laps when they present themselves to you. If somebody says, "Here's a victory lap," take it, because you're not guaranteed another.
Hey, I tried that when Glover was in the lead, and everybody, including Butch, was like, "Wait a second, it's only the first day. It's only the first day."
That's what Butch says every time. So you just have to continue to. All right. Anyways, that was steak and chicken hibachi.
We had another comment on Instagram, and it said, "I want to say no, but it's too close for comfort." Also, yeah, what looks like 3 red chili flakes on 3 chicken breasts is diabolical.
I'm totally okay to getting roasted.
The poll on Instagram is 90% yes, 10% no.
It's BS, dude. Y'all don't know grill.
What Facebook say?
He didn't even post it. He just put it in the comments.
Oh,
so he couldn't count it.
What did Facebook? Oh, I gotta get to the post. Facebook was.
He's gonna have to
It
count.
depends on where the heat is. That's rookie grilling. 100% touching.
That was the first comment.
I know. No chicken and beef fat. No chicken. No chicken and beef fat are touching. The OCD in me sees it and can't stand it. Looks like the steak is kissing the chicken. Well, you know what? 38% of America agreed with me. They weren't touching.
Hey.
Y'all thought it was going to be just an absolute mollywhopping.
It probably was just your wife and the kids and everybody at work. You just said, "Hey, let me hold your phone real quick so I can go vote."
Everybody's DM that AK sends the show to, he's like, "Hey, can you please vote no on this one?"
I'll send you a hat if you vote no.
Yeah.
All right. Cover your ears if you're allergic to electric guitar solos. We got to get through this golf really quick because I want to do How Dare Yous too.
Oh, you'll be quiet.
You hit it. All right, here we go. Let's talk some golf news quickly. Quickly. Shout out to TGL for getting everybody through a couple of days without basketball. Electric. Billy Ho down Main Street, dropping F-bombs on live television.
What a great putt, dude.
It was an incredible putt.
Yeah.
We were at dinner and I saw the score. It was like, I think it was 3-0. They went up 3-0.
Yeah.
And I was like, that in TGL pretty much means it's over, or at least during the regular season it had. So I was like, I'm going to get in the car. We're going to finish our drive. I'll catch the 9:00 one. And I got the hotel and it was like, it wasn't on. It was like 9:15. It's not on. I'm like, what? How did they? And that's when I saw the putt.
Yeah. Dude, I watched it. They dropped, Atlanta had 3 hammers in their pocket and they dropped back to back to back. And then New York dropped a hammer at the last hole to try to win it and they lost it. So it was epic. Like I sent that group text out. I was like, dude, I'm a fan from now on just for this.
Yeah. The finals were, I think, what they were looking for all season.
They had
like, that didn't happen. That didn't happen all season on TGL. And then I think the finals is what they were hoping for it to be like.
Well, that's the problem with match play, though, dude. I've told you that. Match play, when it gets out of hand, it's no fun. It's done. Like, you have to have some, like, they need to go back to the drawing board and be like, at a certain point, we have to switch to a stable for its scoring or this thing's going to get out of control. Or you have to you can't do strokes. You have to do, like, if somebody bogeys or double bogeys, then they're up by, I just think they have to mess with the scoring because there's too many times where it was like 14-1. And it's like, nobody wants to watch that. So,
yeah.
But anyways, shout out TGL. Also, shout out the Masters app. It's back. It's back, boys. Just get ready.
Back.
When the azaleas start blooming out in my front yard, then we know it's time. Shout out to Jim Nance, who said he will retire from calling the Masters in 2036.
11 years.
Jeez.
2036. He's giving an 11-year retirement parade.
Let's go.
Oh, love that. I was like, what did I say? Oh,
Is that why he picked it though? Because it'll be the 100-year anniversary.
Probably.
Yeah.
That's kind of
And his
G though. You got to give him props for that.
51st.
Yeah.
That's crazy. All right, so we got
Should do one more year, but you know.
for 52. Yeah, right. Texas Children's Houston Open, Memorial Park, Texas. Shout out Tex. 156 golfers, top 65. Well, it's 154 now. 2 people have withdrawn. Top 65 and ties make the cut. 9.5 million purse, 1.7 to the winner. Here's the rain. Rain early part Thursday and Friday, going to be yucky and nasty out there trying to fight for cut day, and then the weekend should be okay. Didn't know if you guys knew that, but so that's what we're looking at there for the weather. Let me get to the other slide here. Here is the course history. 3 par 5s, the most difficult on tour, second longest non-major course. The scoring average is up about 1/4 of a stroke per round. Fewest bunkers, only 4 water danger holes, uneven lies. The shaved runoffs are where people get absolutely wrecked and exposed to ravines. Driver, this is bombers, dude. I don't know. There was a course not too long ago, if you remember, a month or 2 ago, that was a bombers course, and the bombers ate it alive, like the pot getters and people like that. It's Augusta National it's comparable to the Augusta National. Greens are Poa Travalis overseed, absolutely lightning fast on the stimp meter. The rough is really non-penal, but it's about those runoffs. So that's what we're looking for there. See if there's anything else of note. Off the tee, Memorial Park only has 3 total fairway bunkers and 2 water hazards. So you can absolutely melt this golf course and let it run. Let the big dogs eat. Lowest green and regulation proximity margins between hitting approach shots. Birdie or better percentage is higher from the rough than from the fairway. That's wild. That's crazy. Every single putting metric is tougher than average. Whoa. So average approach 176. There you go. That's a little bit of the course there. Anything stick out to you guys? Wait a minute. Where am I?
It's similar to Augusta. So whoever wins, look for a good round at Augusta.
Rory did go preview Augusta. Just saying.
I think he peaked too early for Augusta.
I don't know. This course fits him well because he's an absolute ball melter. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but hasn't Finau won it twice?
Has he? I don't know. Oh,
So.
the past winners were 12 under, 16 under, 10 under, 13 under. So they average about 13 or 14 under. So no more Florida swing. The top players are Davis Riley, Minwoo Lee, Aaron Rai, Gracerman, Potgeeter. There you go. 125-1 and Dietrich. So
J.U.Y.S taking Potgeeter again.
Hey.
No.
Dude.
This is the course to do it.
I didn't even know he was playing.
Yeah.
It's a guy. You're always a week or two early, J.U.Y.S. You're always a week or 2 early.
I know, but I'm going back to my bread and butter guy.
No, dude. Gosh. This is a Potgeeter course. This is bombers. This bombs away.
Go to the next slide, or AK, see what you got.
Oh, all right, here we go. Here's the guys. Here's the guys, ladies and gentlemen, the G.U.Y.S. Pull out your DraftKings app, open up a contest, put these people in it.
Butch P just said, J.U.Y.S, I'll take him. Don't worry about it.
Yeah.
Pull out your DraftKings app, sign into the single contest, enter these golfers, and then pick Scotty Scheffler, and then just call it a day. So that'll give you 6 golfers. Or wait, if I think Bridgman's playing. Our guy Michael Kim's playing too. He's got pretty good odds to win the thing. Dude, if he wins this thing and then he comes.
Is he a bomber?
I don't know. I know he shapes his shot really well. He's got a very good shot shot shaper.
Well, I'll go first.
Go ahead.
And I didn't know any of those things you just said before you just said them. I don't know any of those things you just said now. But I do know one thing. You're not putting Brent Snedeker this slow and me not
Tell him,
playing
dude.
it. I
Tell him.
don't care what tournament it is. I don't care if it fits his style of play or if it doesn't. I haven't been called Brett Snedeker for 15 years for me not to play him when he's this low.
Love it. Love it.
6,500.
Put him in there. Tex, you want to go?
What happens in Vegas stays in Vegas.
Boom. 7,100. Look at that top 20 Tex at plus 750.
Mm-hmm.
Vegas
Feeling
is
good
sneaky,
about it.
dude. Vegas
Sneaky
is sneaky. I'm going to go with Hayden Springer.
Sneaky banker.
Hayden Springer, 6,900. Nice. Top 20 plus 1,200. This dude eats long golf courses alive. The last 11 times he's played long golf courses, he's finished top 40 or better. So get a little Springer in your step. And went to TC. Well, he went to somewhere in Texas. So there you go. Butch gave you Pot Geeter. Speaking of that, top 20 plus 900. A lot of nice numbers for the top 20s. Did Dylon submit anything or no?
No.
Okay. He went with Joel Damon, 7,100. Of course he did.
Damon in the rough.
Again,
right.
continued his streak of picking the highest price golfer.
Guy can't help himself. He tried to submit Aaron Rye. I had to make him pick. All right, here we go. Let's move on to the Make the Damn Cut parlay. J.Vi, you were 0 for I don't even know how many, but let's get off the schneid here.
Let's just say I haven't won one yet, but I'm still trying. And I got my 4 guys this week that I believe in because they've all been hot, and a lot of them, this course fits well. Minwoo Lee, minus 280. Jaeger Bombs, minus 250. Grazerman, minus 200. And I think our boy Knapp, being from Texas, gets back in line, makes the cut, minus 175. You parlay those guys for a plus 371 on DraftKings.
Okay. Screenshot that. Here's my sexy 6-pack golf winners, potential winners of this tournament. 6 tiers, 156 golfers. That means 26 golfers per tier. I picked 1 per tier. Number 1 is Rory. I don't care what anybody says. He's absolutely murdering the golf ball, and this is a course that fits murdering golf ballers. Nick Taylor, just an absolute clinic of ball striking. Isaiah Salinda, he's real hot right now. Picture Hansel, Zoolander. Springer, I just told you why.
Right,
so hot. Montgomery has, hold on, he has a little stat that I wanted to look at. Montgomery is very good at something. Oh, strokes gained on fast greens per rounds over past 36 rounds. Montgomery is one of the best on fast greens. So where putting is really difficult, he will help you. Aaron Baddeley also has a little nugget that he is strokes gained around the green per round per past 24 rounds. Plus 74 or plus 0.74. He is second. So some guys that are rounding into form for important parts of this, there you go. Sexy 6-packs. Plus 150,000. Yeah, you're going to want to put $1 on that, Tex. All right, let's get to the how dare yous, I think. By the way, we were 12 of 29 on guys making the cut. Shout out our guy Hubs, Dan Gleesax, Novak and Lauer all in, and Mike Kim. Let's go, Mike Kim, win it, and then we'll talk to you on next week about your win. Okay.
How dare you? How dare you?
How dare me? How dare you?
How dare you?
How dare you, sir? You're gross.
How dare you?
How dare yous? Who wants to go first? Here we go. We all know what we're doing here. Tex?
I'll go first.
Okay, Edge goes first. I like
Hit
it.
Edge.
My how dare you goes to Verizon and cellular sales.
Yes.
So
That's
if you
the
don't
one, that's the
mind,
key.
I'll take a little stroll down memory lane real quick and give you a short story. I had a iPhone 11 and it worked fine until it started like not even connected to the Wi-Fi at my house. It was just acting strange. And I was like, all right, I'm going to get a new phone. Like I think it was a 16 was out now. So I was obviously due for an upgrade. Went into the store and they said, hey, I need to upgrade my phone. They gave me this whole pitch like, hey, you're due for an upgrade. Your wife is due for an upgrade. And if you take an extra phone, it'll be free. And you won't pay anything for it. And I'm like, wait a second.
And it'll lower your bill.
And it'll lower my bill, which was the whole intent of me going in there because I had a business account. And I was like, hey, like this is getting outrageous here. And I had home internet as well. So I was like, look, I've been with Verizon since 2002. Like, let's cut the fluff out of this. So they said, well, if you take this third phone, it'll be free and it'll lower your bill. And I said, like, I'm kind of like AK with math. I was like, that doesn't make sense to me. You're giving me $1,000 phone for free and I don't have to pay for it. And it's going to lower my bill. Like, something's not making sense. But if you say it is and you show it to me on paper, I'll take it with me. Well, he, comes up with this Chinese math and shows me on paper. I'll wait probably 6 hours at Verizon and finally get everything figured out and go to the house. I get an email saying my first bill is due, and it went from, say like $180, with everything to $275. And I said, this is when I'm starting to lose my mind. And I said, I'm going to go back to Verizon and I'm going to start trading in. I had all these old phones from work and everything. I went in like probably 5 phones. I said, put all these in, like put them in the pile like we're playing poker, trade them in, whatever you need to do. Give me that money, credit this bill that you were supposed to lower and you didn't. And I showed it to him like, hey, here's the email saying this. On top of that, I had 4 freaking phone lines that I didn't even know about. 4. All right. It's only me, my phone, my wife's phone, and our home internet. And then I get to the bill and there's additional 4 phone lines. And I said, what is this? And he tried to tell me that it wasn't an actual phone number. It was an eSIM that hasn't been registered yet. And I said, well, take that effing eSIM out because I don't need it. And I'm paying $40 a month for it. Like, what are we doing?
Yeah, you're paying for a line.
This goes to the next day because Jimmy couldn't get it resolved. And then 2 weeks later, I finally get part of the bill worked out. I'm still on the phone today for 2 hours with Verizon because now I refuse to go to the store because you can't trust the store. And supposedly they're sending me boxes to collect this third free phone that I don't want no more and they're sending them back. My wife's phone that was supposedly a free upgrade is not. I'm sending hers back and she's getting a flip phone. Like, dude, like I said, I've been with Verizon since 2002 and I was about ready to cancel the damn contract and go like Sprint or whoever else. Like, I was just ready to go to Walmart and get a prepaid phone. I was so mad.
Track phone, dude.
Dude, I was in a similar situation with Edge, and we've gone back and forth about it the past couple of days because I too got a new phone, and I have also been with Verizon for a very long time. And I went in there because I had like a 10, and they're like, "Well, we can give you a new phone, but you have to upgrade your plan because your plan's not good enough for the new phone." And I'm like, "Okay, well, what's that going to cost me?" So they're like, "It's going to cost you $25 extra a month, unless you get a new phone line, and then your bill will lower by $10 a month." And I already knew about the new phone line deal with Edge. So I was like, I'm not getting I don't need a new phone line. There's no reason for me to have a new phone line. And I don't want to I don't want that. It's like, well, it's going to be 25. And I was like, so you mean to tell me your promotion is come in and get $1,000, get a new phone for free? I was like, that's a scam. You're scamming people. Like, I just went off
100%
on this
scam,
person. Yeah. And I was just like, what the hell? And then, yeah, it takes 4 hours for them to transfer your stuff to the new phone, then delete all the other stuff so you can trade it in. You have to like be there the whole time. I almost missed my flight for work because it was taking so long.
Here's the thing too, like obviously me and J-Vi talked about this beforehand and I said, J-Vi, which store did you go to? Store A or store B? He said he went to store C and D. So that means there's 4 stores within what, a 50-mile radius, just doing this same scam where, hey, buy this phone or get this extra phone and 2 additional
They're
phone
all
lines
wholesalers.
we're not going to tell you about.
They don't
you
actually. It's the cellular sales. They're all wholesalers for Verizon. They just get to put the Verizon sign on their store.
And
it's
they
all
just
a bunch
get paid
of
to
BS.
sell phones. And dude, it is the biggest scam. So how dare you goes to cellular sales and Verizon for allowing this horse shit to go on. And yeah,
Blackstone. It's Blackstone, dude.
Yeah, it's probably part of Blackstone. You're right.
I bet it's Blackstone. Tex, you want to go? How dare you?
Isn't it BlackRock?
Blackstone Grill.
Yeah.
Black
said it wrong. Blackstone is the grill. BlackRock is the
BlackRock is the real estate company. Yeah.
The meat wasn't touching. Who cares?
The meat was touching. If you had a Blackstone, you'd have more space and you wouldn't have to touch.
Hold on. I can't. Who owns?
Tex, go read yours, Tex.
All right. So my how dare you goes out to the St. Paul Saints. We've jumped the shark on ballpark food. Okay. We've got a 6-foot-long hot dog that comes with 4 drinks and a big giant plate full of fries that you have to like lay across the laps of 5 people.
That's gross.
And I'm sick of it. I'm sick of donut hamburgers and margaritas with the hamburger on top, or Bloody Marys with the hamburger. I'm sick of crazy ballpark food. Let's just go back to the simple times of I go to the ballpark, I get a drink, a regular hot dog that I can dress up myself, and some peanuts. That's all I want. Like it's all I want to do when I go to the ballpark.
Give me some yellow nacho chips with
peanuts.
liquid cheese that made chemically.
Liquid cheese that you can't eat for 20 minutes, or a big giant bag of popcorn. But just I would even say I'd be okay with a baseball bat full of beer. Like I'd be okay with one of those.
The ice cream with the upside down
food
cup
that you have to like carry with the freaking wheelbarrow back to your seat and share with everybody on the aisle. Like I just want a regular meal, regular ballpark meal: hot dog, peanuts, drink, and that's it.
It's like, hey, you can have this hot dog. The only hot dog we have in stock is this 6-foot anaconda dog that you have to drape over your shoulders and carry it down like you're a pallbearer at a funeral.
I don't want to make snakes with my food. I want to make snakes with my beer cups. Okay,
Yes.
let's just take
Don't
the
snake
beer cup
my
snake
food.
great again. Yes, don't snake my food. Snake my
Yes.
beer cups.
Stop
it.
All right, J-Vi.
My how dare you goes out to Reddit College Football. Shout out them for blocking us.
Jerks.
They put out a
Bet
tweet
U.S.
that
jerks.
says the Sweet 16 is an all Power 4 affair with pretty even representation from each conference. A pretty even. There's 4 Big 10 teams. There's 4 teams from the Big 12, and then they put there's 8 teams combined from the ACC and SEC. That would not be pretty even. The ACC has 1 team in there. And I'll go ahead and say it out loud because AK is scared too. This is an SEC podcast. The SEC has 7 teams.
To end the show right now, dude. You're not about to do this.
How dare you, Reddit College Football?
Get the hell, get out of here, dude. You're not gonna bring your Animorphs graphic in here where the ACC is morphing into the SEC. Absolutely not. I love how we can't like, comment, nothing because they blocked us. Them, Pat McAfee, Bet U.S. had no idea Bet U.S. even blocked us. I go back and I look and I type in our comments to say at Bet U.S. or at Pat McAfee to see if I scroll through and be like, when did we mention them? When did we nothing? So we did make a bunch of Aaron Rodgers memes, and that probably is what got us blocked from McAfee, but oh well. All right. My How Dare You goes to scrambles because in the Reddit golf app, there was a comment that says, I'm done with scrambles. Played in a scramble today with the winners posting a freaking 44, 29 under par. Get out of here with that garbage. Literally half the teams walked out when it was announced. I've been to some crazy scores or seen some crazy scores discussed before, but this is absolutely the biggest cheat job I've ever seen ran over. And this is true. So what I would love for those scramble teams to do, how dare you? Because they've ruined multiple tournaments that I've been in, and it sucks. You can't go out there and shoot a 43. It's outrageous. Liv announced that a creator scramble format. So I would challenge any one of these teams that keep turning in 42s and 43s. Go ahead and enter this Liv scramble duel and see how well you do. Why not? If you're so damn good.
On television.
First of all, AK, like you go in this rant about scrambles cheating, and we've all seen you play golf, and all of a sudden you turn in your totals. So,
what are you talking about?
You're one of the biggest cheaters in golf.
What?
Like you try to say you shot a 34 one time, and
how do I play with the same golf ball the entire time, and I'm a cheater?
Just because you have a sleeve of the same golf ball, that doesn't mean anything.
All right.
They're all Kirkland
the same
balls.
color golf ball.
You get 3 balls that look the exact same in every
sleeve.
sleeve.
Oh my God. Yeah, they come in a sleeve. It's called a sleeve of golf balls.
Going in the water. Oh, wait. I still got the same ball. I found it.
This is BS, dude. You're not going to look. We're trying to.
The ball falls out of his pocket. Oh, here it is, guys.
Trying
found it.
Got one of those things walking in. Hey,
it was right here the whole time.
I am the king of that trip where you're just walking in the woods and you look, make sure nobody's looking. Like, hey, I found it. Here it is.
Oh, there it is. So you brush the leaves away a little bit with your foot.
Like,
yeah, this is it.
AK's the king of if you find it, then you can still play it without losing a stroke.
That's
no matter where it's lying.
That's right.
It's in the water. He reaches his hand in the water and pulls it out, tosses it up onto the fairway. I found it.
That counts.
That's BS, dude. That was my how dare you. Was to scrambles. We don't have time to go over this, but LeBron James is supposedly might be in a boxing match with Stephen A. Smith because they keep yelling at each other. LeBron James is hilarious, dude. He went on Pat McAfee's show to not go on Stephen A. Smith's show to talk about Stephen A. Smith, and then Stephen A. Smith said he would have swung at him if LeBron had laid his hands on him.
Well,
what?
he said that the other dude that from ESPN, he said he was weird because he always says that he's LeBron's best friend.
Oh, Windhorst?
Yeah.
Well, of course he is.
He called him effing weird.
Okay. But he was like, that was LeBron's guy in Cleveland. Everything went through Brian Windhorst. LeBron's calculated,
and since high school.
LeBron's calculated. These are all calculated moves. He came up to him, and whenever Stephen A. Smith signed his deal that night, he went on McAfee's show, pre-recorded, instead of going on Stephen A. Smith's show. Like, LeBron's calculated. Don't even try it.
The whole ESPN lineup is becoming a reality show.
Oh,
McAfee's
100%.
an ESPN person. He has LeBron on his show to talk bad about other ESPN people.
So that's a great
If anybody in our lines of work did
you,
that, they would get fired.
This also tells you how bad basketball is right now because nobody's talking about the actual games as we're coming down to the end of the season and playoff races. We're talking about a player arguing with a sports writer / commentator.
Yeah, or how LeBron hit a buzzer beater tonight.
Basketball's at right now. We're not even talking about the games. We're not even talking about the games. We're talking about this argument between these two guys. And we're not talking about the games or the league. Like it's sad. Basketball is sad. It's turned into days of our lives over here.
End of an era, guys. The Tigers got rid of the dirt pathway between home plate and the pitcher's mound. It was the last one. Over. And shout out to this chick who throws absolute heaters and gas on the softball diamond, dude. 78.2.
That is the equivalent of a 109-mile-an-hour fastball major leagues. Bro, gas.
And they got the dude who throws the hardest baseball, like the hardest recorded baseball ever thrown, 106 or something, on Tennessee's baseball team.
And the thing about it is, like, she was flirting with 77 the majority of the night when she was pitching. And then she just, I guess, found an extra little spice in it all of a sudden. And she didn't even know she did it. But you could hear the catcher mitt just go,
Dude, that's freaking gas.
yeah, I mean, just smoked it.
Tennessee as a school, a sports school, is having a moment.
I was just, dude, did you see that?
Yeah, they're having a moment.
There's an article where they were like, they made the playoffs in football. They, like,
they won the Natty in baseball. They got a team in the what are they in the Sweet 16 for basketball.
They
for
got
men's
this
pitcher
and
who's
women's.
throwing heat. Yep. So they're having a moment. This is like 1999 all over. They were good. They were good in
Yeah.
basketball. They were good in women's basketball. I don't know about baseball back then, but
So are you saying J-Vi was right? And this is going to be an SEC podcast because we're going to have to talk about Tennessee at every show doing something.
Tennessee
Told
and
you.
Texas, yeah.
We will never talk about Texas.
The
Yeah.
real UT.
Nope.
Doing it right now.
I haven't said a damn word. I'm not gonna take part of this. Anyways, that's it. That's the show. I don't know what episode it is. 224. I've lost my way on the counter behind me. I need a new counter. If anybody wants to donate, Staples sponsor the show.
Come on the show.
Come on the show, Staples. Staple guns. That's what we need. Just give us a bunch of staple guns. We'll just go ripping staple guns all over the. All right. Good luck, everybody, with golf. Hope you like those picks.